Hey guys, it's Fit and Flow, and in this video I'll be sharing with you guys 4 different ways you can use to try and get your softwares to work on your latest MacBook. So I recently purchased my M1 MacBook and started reinstalling some of the softwares that I normally use, but all of a sudden I just can't get them to work. Now I did some digging around and it turns out that Apple actually just recently changed from Intel processor to the Apple silicone. And I think it's all to do with trying to make the processors much more smaller. And we're talking about 5 nanometer in size to about 3 nanometer in size, guys. Now, obviously, this means, better new innovation for Apple, but then a lot of softwares still run on Intel software, and as a result, will not work as well on these new M1 Apple Silicon MacBooks. So then how do we go about fixing the issue with some of the software not working? Well, Apple did actually create a software called Rosetta 2 to try and help those software that runs on the Intel to work on these Apple Silicon MacBooks. And this video will show you guys 4 different ways that you can try to get your softwares to work. Now, the first one, of course, is to try and install the Rosetta 2 software that Apple created. And to do this, you need to locate your applications and then go to Utilities and then Terminal. And then a window should pop up. Now, to get to this as well, you can just easily spotlight search and then just search Terminal. And it should get you to the same window. Now, once you're in here, you just need to enter a code. So enter software update and then leave a space -- install -- Rosetta and then press return. And then it says to type A and then press return. And just wait for a second and it should say Rosetta 2 finished successfully, and that's that. And once you've done that, your softwares should start working. Now, a second method is to check the actual software. So let's say, for example, Safari, right click, get info, and then double check to make sure it's set to open with Rosetta. Okay. Now, we can also check our terminal that we just set before by going to Utilities and then right click this time instead of double clicking and then get info. And then it should be ticked saying that open with Rosetta, but if not, just tick open with Rosetta and it's all set and your software should be working. Now, Citrix Receiver is another app that I just could not get it to work. Now, the best solution for this type of software is to actually go to their website and check exactly what their latest update is. And that's what I did. So going to Citrix website, I want to have a look and see what laptops or computers are compatible with their receiver. And on the MacBook version, I clicked on their latest update, which was in 2018. That's a long time. And when I had a look, it says that it's compatible with macOS 10.1, 10.2, and 10.13. Of course, this is very old because we're now running on macOS 11.5. Okay, so I'm actually on the macOS Big Sur 11.5, and that's why this software is not working with my M1 MacBook. So to get Citrix to work, you actually need to download Citrix Workspace, not Citrix Receiver. So then you just type in download Citrix Workspace app. And then if you click download, actually if you scroll down, if you go to the frequently asked questions, people were actually asking whether Citrix Receiver is the same as Citrix Workspace, but then it turns out that the Citrix Receiver, brought in a third party to create Citrix Workspace, which works well on the latest MacBook. So it's pretty much the same thing, to be honest, guys. So once you're happy with this, or if your workplace is happy with this version, then you just have to go and download it for Mac. And as you can see, it is compatible with the latest version. So that's macOS 10.15 as well as the macOS Big Sur 11.01 and up to 11.6. And my laptop is actually 11.52. Okay. So if I go about this Mac, you can see that my laptop is actually compatible, and that's the M1 latest MacBook. So once I downloaded this Citrix workspace instead of Citrix receiver, everything started working perfectly fine and I had no issues whatsoever. So the last step, and this is if any of the previous steps that I've shown you are not working or your software is still not running on the M1 or one of the latest MacBooks, then the last step is to probably install Windows for Mac. Now, there are a lot of videos on YouTube showing you how to install Windows on your MacBook, and this will most likely will allow that software to run because Windows is kind of like an open source and will most likely allow that software to run. Hopefully this video has been helpful. I hope you were able to solve your problem. If you were, please give us a thumbs